The first European, the Portuguese, landed on the shores of Ghana, which was then the Gold Coast, at a place called Edina, but which they called El Mina in Portuguese, because they found out that the people they met had gold bracelets, gold bangles, gold earrings on their bodies when they met them. So let's go into the community and look at how the influx of the mining companies are affecting the basic way of living of the people.
By proposed Bogosu Gold Mines project are raising concerns about the long-term effect on agriculture, the main source of their livelihoods. Bogosu Gold Limited, a subsidiary of Golden Star Resources, is proposing to mine 2 gold deposits located at Isikuma Mampong, stranding the Ashanti executive for the Upper Dintra District, Richard Anane Adabo, said the agricultural development of the area must be respected.
We have to sit down with the person and see how best he will reclaim the land and other things. Maybe if we find it very good, then we give it a go ahead. Other than that, open cast mining is not very good for us, because we do a lot of agriculture in our area. So if they do the mining and leave the land just like that, it also goes to affect us in the long run.
My emphasis is that the present law gives the land freely to the companies. They are authorized to go onto the land and engage in mining without paying compensation for the acquisition, compulsory acquisition of the land. Now, what happens is that when they take the land and the area is demarcated, the people who originally lived on the land can no longer have access to the land again. When they go there, it amounts to trespass. Now, the people who have been living on that particular land for ages can no longer farm on the land. They can no longer go into the forest and gather fruits. They can no longer go and make charcoals. They can no longer go into the forest and hunt. because it now becomes the property of the mining companies. Now, we need to state that before the white men came, the people had their own way of making a living. They were hunting in the forest. They were making charcoals from the trees, from the forest. They were farming in the forest. But their main activity for sustenance was farming. Gold mining was secondary. It was not the main activity upon which the people lived. Now, this changed when the various companies came and took over the land.
When the money came, they realized that they have some sort of gold there, so they told them that they should move from that place to the site. That's why everybody is farming around this area. But first they were farming at that end, but they told them to move from that place, and they give them a scanty amount of money to move from that place to the site. That's why everybody is farming this area. Yeah. From here to that end, it's full of cassava. So after 1 year, the cassava will mature. So if you want to harvest it, just pull it. You pull it, then the food will come out of it. So I'm put one for you, like this. Have you seen it? Yeah. So 1 year, this is matured. So after 1 year, you realize that this one to become very big. So we use this one to make gari, kokonte, fufu, and many things. So we use machine to cut it down. Yeah, or sometimes we use pickaxe. We use axe. Yeah, to to get the trees down. So after that, then we cut them into pieces. We measure it. You got to make sure that everything is even. Everything is even. Make sure that there's no long or short trees inside. So I got to make sure that everything is equal. This one is like corporation. It's like society. So they will help one another. They help one another. It's like they will help you to make your charcoal. After you are finished, then they go to someone's farm to help the person to make his own charcoal. Because that's their main occupation here. So they help each other in making the charcoal. And after that, you put leaves like this one on top of it. Then you put soil on it. You got to make sure that there's no space, as you've seen it. There's no space or holes beside it, or else it's not burn well. Yeah. So then, as usual, then you put fire inside it. You put fire, then you cover everywhere. You cover it. So the fire will burn smoothly inside it. But you know, say it. This one, after you have made this one, we go to someone's farm to do it. To do the same thing for that person. Then after that, we go to another place. So we don't have much more this one here.
In the previous days, when the mining company is not present here, this is our major river in which we use do everything. It's a very, very nice river. We drink. When the company came, this river was polluted and has spoiled anything around it. So when we are going to bush, unless you fetch water from our home to the place where we are going.
This water, if you peel plantain within 5 minutes time or a second, you see a change in it. Look at how it is. If what they have brought it in the tank is finished, this is what we drink.
Oh, God, see what the white man did. Oh, God, see what the white man did. But the first man came, he put his gun and said, come on, Galama, you think I'm playing Galama, you think I'm joking Galama. Started to shout, Galama, started to shoot, Galama, and so I see you, the Olala. If you see the Olala, when they lie, the children sing the sea. If you see the Olala, when they lie, the children sing the silver pea.
Wabewa, I don't know what you said.
With the gold boom from 1980 to the present. And with the gold price going beyond the $200 mark, we have a situation where most companies have looked for places where they can get access to gold. What are the effects that these mining companies have on the country or within the communities? One, the environment. And when I talk about the environment, the landscape is changed.
Yes, these are some of our open pits. Initially, it was maybe all these places were forests. Yes, all sorts. Or they were farms belonging to people. So when we acquired the place, but then at the end of the day, like the place that I showed you over there, we're going to backfill all these places, and they will turn it to a forest again.
It makes it very easy for these mining companies to get free land. Once they get the mineral right, or when they are granted the mineral right, it is an authority for them to go onto the land. Once they have the mineral right, they have authority to enter the land, to mine, to dump waste, to do anything at all in operation for the mining, the digging of gold, or for the mining activity.
Building of the police station has nothing to do with demonstrations. These are part of commitments of the company to the community in making sure that we establish law and order in the community. So what we're seeing here is a police station that the mining company helped build for the community. Every day, we have established what we call a community consultative meeting. We have a consultative meeting, and we have meetings on a monthly basis. Yes, with leaders. We have even a meeting with the traditional authorities. So it's a structure that is being put in place and it's ongoing. We have what we call the participatory approach. You visit the community. You ask the community, what is it that you want? What is your need?
The government seizes its authority over water rights and over forest rights